This is one of the best card tricks you can do anytime, anywhere, any deck of cards. No setup, and it is a classic of Magic. So, we're going to need 4 cards for this. We're going to get back to these later, but we need the 4 aces, okay? And we're going to get back to those aces later. But for now, you get the cards mixed up, and you have someone choose a card. So they literally reach in and take any card. I would show you guys, just so you can play along. Okay, 9 of hearts. So you get the cards mixed up, and they can put their card back wherever they want, like this. It's genuinely lost in the pack, like so. And we'll give the cards a little shuffle just to make sure it is indeed lost. And if the spectator gets a little bit suspicious, they can give the cards a good old cut as well. And you say, well, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove 2 cards in the deck to help me find your card. And these are very, very unique cards. They're 2 of my favorite cards in the deck because they are actually the 2 jacks. Okay, now the 2 jacks are detectives. And I'll tell you what I mean. I'm going to have to explain this. So the 2 jacks are detectives. And they're not just any detectives, they're actually Sherlock Holmes and Professor Moriarty. Right, now the 2 jacks, by deduction, are going to find the suit of your card. Okay, so they're going to establish the suit first. So we'll put the aces down like so, and we're going to use the jacks to try and find the suit of the card. So we're going to take the first ace, like so. The first ace goes underneath the jacks, like this, with just a snap. The ace jumps all the way through to the top. That's the ace of spades. Now, don't worry if you missed that. I'm going to be doing this several times. Watch the ace go underneath the jacks, like so, with just a snap, jumps all the way through the jacks to the top. That's ace number 2. We'll do it a 3rd time. The ace really does go underneath the jacks, like this, just a snap. That's when it jumps all the way through. That's the 3rd ace. And finally, ace number 4 goes underneath the jacks, and once again, it jumps all the way through. That's the 4th ace. So now Sherlock Holmes and Professor Moriarty have examined all of the aces, and they now have a good idea of which ace or which suit your card is. So let's see. Okay, they tell me it's not this ace. It's not the ace of clubs. Okay, it's not this ace. It's not the ace of diamonds. And it's not the ace of spades. So, did you choose a heart? And they will say yes. You say, okay. Well, now we take it one stage further because we need to know exactly what heart it is. And at that point, you have them just cover the card with their hand. And you take the jacks and you just rub it on the back of their hand, and mysteriously, one card appears in between the jacks. You ask them to keep their hand on the ace, but you rub the face down card on their hand, and suddenly it becomes the ace of hearts. You ask them to lift their hand. They've had their hand on one card the whole time, and that is their selection, the 9 of hearts. It is an absolutely incredible trick. It's based on a classic plot by Hofzinser. You guys are going to love this. Let's get into it. So guys, if you like the video, hit the little like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, because we do this every single week. You don't want to miss it. And if you really like it, hit the hype button and it boosts it so loads of people, and we can get more people on the channel. Helps me out. So this is a classic routine by Hofzinser. It's a version of his routine. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of magic. We're going to break it down step by step, so it's super easy to do. So to start with, you're just going to remove the aces from the deck. Now in the performance, I did the top shot. This is a really nice way to do it. This isn't something that I teach on the channel. This is something that I teach in the vault. But it's a very, very cool move to learn. Either way, just go through and remove the aces. How you remove them isn't necessarily important. So now you're going to get a card picked. Have the card shuffled up and get anyone to reach in and take a card. So in this example, I'm going to say the 2 of spades. So what I'm doing is, as they're picking the card, looking at the card, I gather the cards up and I give the cards a little tap on the back of the deck. Now I can clearly see now the bottom card, and I'm looking at this bottom card here, the 2 of hearts. So all it is a little tap, and I spot that it's the 9 of hearts, right? So now you can start an overhand shuffle like this. Shuffle about half the deck into your hand like this. You get them to put the card back, so their selection 2 of spades, and then you throw these on top, and of course what's going to land on top but the card that you've remembered, the 9 of hearts, right? That goes on top. So now you can do a very, very deceptive shuffle. This is optional, but I think you should add it in. This is called a Chalier shuffle. I'm going to show you that right now. Okay, so we've covered this on the channel before, guys, but it is a very nice little mixing of the cards that won't separate your key card from your person's selection. So all you're going to do is think about your left hand doing all the work here. So push over a bunch of cards into your right hand from the top of the deck. So a few cards here. Then you're going to push some from the bottom of this to the top of that. So bottom of this pile to the top of that pile. Just a bunch of cards. And then a bunch from the top to the bottom. And then a bunch from the bottom to the top. Then a bunch from the top to the bottom. Bottom to top. Top to bottom. Bottom to top. And so what you have here is it looks like a mixing of the cards, right? It looks like this. But actually, all this is doing is the equivalent of a single cut, and it will not separate your key card from your selection. So now what I do is I explain that I need two detectives to help me figure out what the card is. And I'm going to go through and remove the jacks. So in the process of removing the jacks, I'm going to cut the selection to the top of the deck. So as I'm going through now to remove the jacks, guys, what I'm really doing is I'm looking for my key card, remember 9 of hearts. So what I quite often do is I'll just pull a card towards myself like this so they can't see the cards, and I'll be running through the cards. Now I'm just looking for my 9 of hearts. So I see it there, and I see the card that is underneath it. This card we know is the selection. Remember the suit, it's very important. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the deck at that 9 of hearts, so that the card ends up on the top. Now I'm remembering the suit of their card as well. So remember your hands are like this at this point. But what I'm doing is I'm cutting, so my key card is now on the bottom and we have their selection now on top of the deck. And this is under the guise of removing our two detectives, right, which are our two jacks. So you run through, up jog your jacks, you're going to turn them face down, put them under the deck, turn everything over. So basically now you've got your two jacks on top and your selection underneath. So now we're going to get into the laydown sequence. Now the only thing that you need to do here is you need to, whatever the suit of their card is, right? So in this example, spades, we need to make sure that that suit is second from the face of this packet. From the face meaning the card nearest you, right? So in this example, their card is a spade, right? Two of spades. So we want that ace of spades second from the top. So what I do here is I just take these two cards and use them to scoop these under, and we've done it. You see how the suit that matches this ace of spades matches their card, the suit. You want it second from the face. Turn these face down like this, and then you're going to spread over the jacks like this. As I do, my thumb is going to push over this card and pull it back to get a break underneath it, a little finger break. Remember guys, it's just the flesh of the little finger, it is not the whole flipping finger, right? So flesh a little finger, you've got your little finger break there. These jacks are now placed on top. You're going to lift everything off and get rid of the deck. So in other words, you've got your two jacks, and secretly you've got your card face down underneath. They think it's just the two jacks. You're going to place these on top of the deck, on top of the little packet, like so. I'm going to get into the laydown sequence. So here you can show that just push over your first two jacks and then out jog them like this. You can show the two jacks. Then my right hand is palm down, fingers up. Just going to grab that packet and just turn it over like that. Just turn your hand palm up. Grab these in dealer's position. Keep these cards nice and square. And you're just going to push over one card at a time, keeping that whole pack square because we don't want to spread our additional card, right? We're just showing our aces. We don't want to spread that. You don't want them to see that, okay? So you got your 4 aces like this. And apparently you've showed 2 jacks, flipped it over. Now you're showing 4 aces. Now you're going to put these back on top, turn everything over. So remember your selection is here, it's hiding on top. Turn everything over and let it go flush. And apparently you're going to deal down your aces. Really this is selection. You're going to deal down your 4 aces, apparently, onto the packet, like this, onto the table. You've now got 3 cards in your hand. They think it's 2. Flip these face up. Take the top jack, keep these nice and square because you want to hide that first ace at the bottom. Keep these nice and square. Push over the first jack, show the 2 jacks, place this underneath, and turn everything face down. Okay. Now you're going to start the elevator sequence. So here's the elevator sequence, guys. What we're going to do is we're going to take our first ace. Now, as we take our first ace, my thumb is just going to push over that top card, pull it back and get a little break. Okay, below that top card. Now that's covered as I'm just reaching over for this ace. You don't want to flash this, by the way. You just want to pick it up. Meanwhile, I'm getting a break below my top card with my little finger. That's going on top, like so. I've now got a break under 2 cards. You're going to take these 2 cards as one, put them underneath, like this. Now you're now going to simulate a double lift. So in other words, we snap our fingers and we do a double lift action. We're going to do double lifts on these cards, but I'm going to do double lift action and show that their card has jumped all the way through the jacks to the top, right? Super clean, absolutely brilliant. You're going to turn this face down and you're going to put it down, like so. You do the same thing for the second card, almost. So as I reach over, again, I'm getting a break below my top card. This goes on top. I've now got a break under 2. You're now going to pick up those 2 cards together, remember here. Pick those as one, put them underneath the jacks, apparently, and now you're going to do a triple lift, okay? Now, don't run away, don't be scared. A triple lift is just the same as a double lift. All right, now if you're struggling with the double lift, or you don't know what one is and you don't know how to do it, I'm effectively flipping over, in this case, 3 cards as one. If you don't know how to do this, I've got full training in the pinned comment. It shows you exactly how to do the best double lift, and it also teaches you a pro level killer routine that goes with it. So that's in the pinned comment, totally free. Go and check it out and you'll master this in no time. But what I'm doing, guys, is I'm doing a pushover and I'm just flipping over all 3 as one. What you may need to do is you may need to get a break. So stuff like that I cover in the vault. For now, just for ease, you could just let 1 card riffle off your thumb at the back of the packet, and then you'll have a break above 3 cards. And so then you're just going to flip those 3 cards over as one, and you reveal your ace. So you do it again, you'd let 1 card riffle off like so. I'm using a different technique to do this. I'm just going straight over into a push off, but don't worry about doing that. That's kind of advanced. Again, I cover that in the vault, but for here, you can just riffle off a card and do the flip that way. Either way, you're showing that that card now jumps to the top, yeah? That's a triple. And then you're turning this face down and you're putting this down. Quick one, guys, if you're enjoying the sleight of hand and you want to take your sleight of hand magic to the next level, that's what my vault membership is. So here on the YouTube channel, I'm teaching like the basics. This is like level 1. My vault subscription is a full progressive system designed to teach you sleight of hand in the most effective way possible. So every Wednesday, every single week, you get several videos, techniques, and a pro level routine. So you're building your skills week after week. You're getting around 12 to 15 videos a month, and we're covering everything from fault shuffles, cuts, card controls, color changes, palming, faro shuffles, advanced techniques, and some of my hardest hitting top tier routines I've ever created. The 5-star reviews speak for themselves. It really is the best system for learning sleight of hand, period. I'll put a link to that in the pinned comment. But right now, let's get back to the explanation. You're going to do this whole sequence twice more, so same sequence. Reach over, I'm going to get my break here, like this. Break underneath 2 cards, cut these to the bottom, and triple lift. Okay, ace of hearts. Again, triple lift, down, this goes down. And then you're going to do the same here. So again, we're getting our break below our top card as we reach for this. This goes on top, apparently cutting it underneath the jacks. A little snap, you do your triple, and that's the final ace that's jumped through. Remember, this is 3 cards. And here you'd be doing that sequence where you let it riffle off your thumb, and then you flip it over like this, and it goes back. Okay, and you've done your elevator sequence. It's now time for the reveal. So position check over here, guys. In your hand right now, you should have Jack, Ace of Spades, which matches the card that apparently is here. Ace of Spades, that's their selection. So position check, right? And other Jack. So what we want to do is we want to make the selection appear face up in between the jacks. So all I do is I push over the top card, keeping these 2 square, and I flip this over on top. I now hold everything together, just my fingers slide out the bottom, card like this, and flip it over, and we can show the 2 jacks like this, and you can hold them above. Now, if you hold them in this way, it's secure, it means nothing's going to split. And now you rub on the cards one at a time. You rub on all the ones that isn't their selection. This will always be their selection, so you can rub on this one. It's not the Ace of Clubs. It's not the ace of diamonds. It's not the ace of spades. It's not the ace of hearts. Must be ace of spades, right? Okay, and you've revealed the suit. Now you have them cover this with their hand. You can take the jacks like this, and all you do is you just move your thumb to the right as you rub on the back of the card, and it looks like one card materializes in between. You said, but if we rub that card on the back of your hand, remember they're kind of like this, you rub that on the back, you can show this now to be the ace of spades, and the card they've been covering the whole time is their selection. It's a really, really great, strong piece of magic. Guys, if you like it, don't forget to hit like and subscribe so you get this every single week. Check out the Vault membership. If you're serious about learning sleight of hand, it really is the absolute best way to do it. Go and check out the 5-star reviews. They really do speak for themselves. And that is in the pinned comment down below. Thanks a lot, guys. I will see you soon in the next video.